Hi there and welcome to this Literacy Shed Adobe Express challenge. Now in this tutorial we're going to learn how you can make a film poster for whatever film you like. Now if you need free Adobe Express for Education accounts for your school, just follow the link that's at the bottom of the screen right now. And there you'll also see all the other free things we do for schools like live lessons, teacher training and lesson packs. Okay, let's get this film poster done. On the Adobe Express homepage, click on Create a Poster to open up the all-in-one editor. So the first thing you want to do is grab some images that are to do with your film. So I'm going to click on Media on the left-hand side and then go to Photos, and I'm going to bring in 2 or 3 images that mean something to my film, which is the piano. Now that my images are in place, let's think about what color background I'd like. I really like the kind of dark background that this piano has. So I'm going to set my page background to black. Next, I'm going to try and blend these images together in a creative way. So you can do that, first of all, by using the blend mode, which you'll find on the left-hand toolbar. But sometimes, like with these aeroplanes, it's not really going to help you very much. So if it's not helping you out, then you could also use remove background. So let's remove the background from the planes. But let's experiment with blend modes with the other images. Okay, so we're getting somewhere here. I like how this blend mode puts those hands on that piano. So let's fill the width of my page with these piano keys. There we go. And again, let's fill those hands across the piano keys as well. That's looking fantastic. Now then, I don't like that I can see this kind of grey edge at the top. So let's click on my piano image and let's bring up the adjustments. And you can bring down things like the brightness, or you can bring up the contrast. And you see that's going to just simplify your colors. You can bring down the saturation to bring the color out of the piano. You could play around with the warmth if you wanted to as well. Okay, the hands and the piano have combined really nicely. What are we going to do with these planes then? Well, let's just increase the size, put them in place. Let's try a blend mode again. And let's bring the opacity down so that they are just there, like a suggestion of those memories of the Second World War. Hi there, hope you're having fun. Just a quick interruption to say, teachers, if you'd like a PDF mapping these skills to the NCCE Teach Computing curriculum, just follow the link that's at the bottom of the screen now and we'll send that over to you. Okay, let's get back onto it. Okay, my imagery is in place. Let's get some text in. So click on text on the left-hand side and then add your text and then type your text and search for a suitable font. I like the font, but I'd like this color to be something more similar to those light colors we've got on the piano. So let's click on fill on the left-hand side and use the eyedropper tool here. And then I can pick out one of these lighter shades of colors from my images, and that's going to match on the text. And that works really well. Right, let's duplicate this text for the name of the director. And it's always worth looking if you've got maybe a lighter version of the font in your font family, or maybe just choose a different font altogether. That works really well. Let's duplicate that text now for the at the beginning of the title, the piano. And how about a review at the top? So let's duplicate the text again and maybe put a quotation of one word that describes how you feel about this film. And then how about deciding how many stars you give this film? So go to the elements on the left-hand side and then over to icons, search for star and bring one in that you like. How about setting this color to the same color as our text? So grab the eyedropper tool again, set the color. Now then, how about bringing this star right up to the top? And then once you've got your star at the size you want it to be, just duplicate it as many times as you want. As a final effect to tie our design together, move over to the design assets in Elements and just scroll down to textures, click on view all there, and you'll see loads of different categories of textures here that you can add. Something like this distressed is going to work well for mine. So just click on one of them. It's going to add it to your design, increase the size, rotate it if you need to. And you can see it's added this really cool distressed effect to my poster, but it is a little bit too strong. Look at that on the text. It's too much. So that's all you need to do to finish off your design is bring down the opacity on that textured overlay to the point where you're happy with it. And there we go, you're done. Remember to save your project, and then you can click download to download it as a PDF if you're going to print it out, or download as a PNG if you're going to share it digitally. Thanks for joining on this tutorial. I hope you had some fun, and we'll see you on another one soon. Bye for now.